Hi and welcome to another edition of ActivInspire, Games from the Board with Katie. This session I was hoping to go through some Magic Ink to show you how it works and inspire you to create some flip charts of your own. This flip chart that I've got is one I've prepared earlier. Hopefully you'll see, although it's an MFL slanted one, you'll be able to see how you would be able to create something similar for your purposes within your subject area quite easily. Okay, so just to show you the slide in practice at first, I've got two titles here. Écrire une phrase pour chaque image, which means write a sentence for each image, with these 4 images here. Utilise les verbes suivants means use the following verbs. Now there's no verbs on the page at the moment because I have taken them out. So let's see how this works with the Magic Ink tool. So I'm going to go to my tools here, okay, and I'm going to pick up my Magic Ink tool, as simply as that, and it looks like this. It's a sort of curly whirly pen, okay, which is inside a box, okay, and all I'm doing is using my mouse or the pen on the board is revealing my first verb that I want them to use, which is the verb tomber. Some of you might know that means to fall. They'd have to obviously associate that with one of these images, and it's obviously this chap here, and I want them to use the je form. Okay, so they'd have to say something like je tombe, je suis tombé, depending on which tense we were using that lesson. Okay, we then go on to reveal the next verb, monter, which means to go up. This is the image. I want them to use the nous form, nous montons, par exemple. Next verb is the verb naître, to be born. Elle est née, par exemple. And sortir is the verb to go out, coming out of the house. Who is it? Il form, il sort, par exemple. Okay, so that's the slide in practice. Let's have a look at how we would go about creating it. In order to do that, I'll show you the properties browser, the object browser from this slide. So obviously I've just put lots of Magic Ink onto this page, which wouldn't normally be there when you'd created it. And in order to get rid of that and put it back to how it was in the beginning, I will press the refresh button, so you can see all of that Magic Ink is now gone. Okay, so when I created the slide, we only had 2 images, one of which was our refresh button, which I would suggest you'd use on any flip chart slide you prepare, just because it makes it really easy for you to then put your slide back to the beginning. And then my image. Okay, so that's my image there. And then you've got a whole lot of pens, which I'll show you why they're on there in a second. It's obviously covering the words. Okay, so let's see how we go about making one of these. So if I open a brand new flip chart, it's just come up here untitled. Okay, so I'm now on there. I will say that I've got a flip chart already open called Images, where I've kept quite a few images that I've got off the internet. I found this one on the internet. I'm not going to be showing you how to do that now because I'm not connected to the internet for a start, but I would suggest that any nice images you find, you keep them on your area, on a memory stick, whatever, so that you can use them for purposes like this. Okay, so I've got my image that I want to use. I could do quite a few number of things here. I could take a snapshot of it with the camera, okay, which I'd go into Tools, and I'd use the camera, okay, and I could create an area snapshot. I'm not going to do that though. Much simpler is just to copy and paste it. Alright, so I've copied that, go on to our untitled one, and I'm going to paste that on there. Okay, so we've got our image with all the things in that we now need to get rid of. Okay, so all I'm going to do is take my pen, I've got it onto the white, I want to change it up to a fairly bit of a larger setting just to make my life easier. Okay, and I'm going to start rubbing out those words, those verbs that I've got there. So that's one lot of pen that has now appeared up here. And if I click on that, you'll see that's what that is. Okay, I'm then going to get rid of all the people, and that will be another pen that has appeared. Both of those lots of pen are on the top layer, and the image is still on the middle layer, which is how Magic Ink works. You've got different layers which hide different things. Go back to my select tool. Okay, so now this is how my slide started off. All I would now need to do is to, just like we did, go back to my magic ink and start revealing and people. Okay, alright, so I hope that is helpful to show you how to create something using magic ink. Keep in mind that it's to do with the layers that you're producing, and just open your object browser as and when to hopefully help that make sense.